Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing an art journal page. However, this is really good as an art exercise or an art warm-up. I used to do this whenever I was trying to develop characters, or I just came up with a blank that day. I wanted to do something artistic, but I just couldn't think of anything. And this is a really good way to stretch your imagination, to get you out of that mental box. I hope you enjoy this, and I will catch you at the end. We're going to start off with just scribbling stuff all over the page. Alright. So you're just going to loosely, and there's no wrong or right way of doing this. You're just going to draw designs. You could do straight lines, you could do horizontal. We're just loosely scribbling on the page. That you have all this, you got your stuff all scribbled out, just let your mind relax. Your brain will naturally pick up patterns, pictures, a lot like ink blot tests. You'll get that a lot because your brain's meant to recognize things that are good, bad, potentially dangerous for you. And if you don't see anything at first, just let your mind wander. And some of you are probably screaming at my page going, "Can't you see that elephant? It's right there." Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to start. And I'm not going to go too heavy, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to use paint to finish this up. However, if you want to go all the way with ink pens, I would start off with like a pencil and go really light with your lines so you could erase them. If you're using this for a recovery thing, then I would actually keep your little scribbles and see how you're improving. If you're just doing this as an art practice or a way to get ideas, sometimes what I'll do is I'll take it from one page, redraw it. It's good for character development as well, if you want to develop characters that haven't been made before. So I also use it for like stress relief. There's a lot of things you could use this for. And basically you pick your idea and then you run with it. Let's see here, what else do I see? I'm not catching anything. Feel free to add a little bit more scribbles in there. I see another one here. And if you, at this point, you caught a few things that you like, that you want to see, and then you want to add stuff to it that isn't there, then go ahead. At this point, it's whatever you want to do that'll make you happy. Got a lot of flowers going on right here. Probably because I was doing a lot of swirls. I wasn't doing a lot of straight lines. But I wasn't really thinking about flowers when I came into this. But that's the good thing about this, is kind of get you out of your head and get you noticing other things. And another thing is, if you're not doing it in a journal, like I want it this direction because that's the way all the other pictures are going, so then it's consistent. But if you're not seeing anything, flip it around and just kind of pick up recognizable shapes. I was kind of hoping that I would pick up something a little bit more entertaining than flowers, though, to be honest. Alright. Let's scribble up here until I find something a little bit more interesting, shall we? We'll use these as an accent. And then once I fill all this in, and I show you how you can make this into a full art piece, then I'll fast forward it, because I'm going to probably paint over this. But I have done it where I've blacked out the lines and erased everything and then filled it in with ink pen or colored pencil. So that is also an option for you. If you're wanting to do something along those lines. But I've been on an acrylic kick, so that's what I'm going to stick with. But you could do this with colored pencils. You could do this with pretty much any type of medium that you want. Alright, stopped my camera, made a few more little squigglies up here. But I did notice this little guy right here, so let's draw this guy in. I see like two little eyeballs. Like a little bird. Kind of has his head cocked that way. Put his feathers up this way. His tail down this way. So let's just pretend like he's nesting down there. Are you guys seeing stuff that I'm not seeing? I bet you are. I'm gonna do, let's do a very girly picture. Alright, see these guys right here. Let's call it the hope for spring. Did you guys see him? Sort of like cloud gazing. Did you ever like look at the clouds and be like, didn't you see that? You don't see that hippopotamus with the top hat on right over there? And then you have those friends that were like, I don't see anything. And then you have the ones that are like, I see a hippopotamus and right behind it is a duck with a cane. So it just, it definitely works your imagination. Alright, so we have a butterfly there. Let's see if there's anything else that we want to add to this before I call it quits. So you could just fill in the lines, make it darker, fix things, improve things at this point. I'm going to stop here, and then I'm going to get out my paints, and I'm going to fill it in that way. I got some pretty colors. I think I'm going to grab blue for this guy, and maybe some brown. And maybe I'll do some orange on this little guy here. But I'm going to pretty much take this picture as far as I could go, because I'm doing it in my journal. I got a little sheet of paper there. I really don't have a mental picture as to how this is going to turn out, I'm just going to grab stuff and just see how it turns out. Honestly, it's really fun to do this and not be so precise about some of the things that you do. There's points where you want to be very precise, and there's other times where you just want to play, because you'll be surprised what comes out while you're just playing around. So I'm going to time lapse this because I have a feeling it's going to take me a really long time. So I will talk to you at the end. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got to join along and create your own unique pictures and designs. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind doing it again, maybe on a loose leaf piece of paper so I could flip it around and come up with some new ideas, something a little bit more intricate than flowers and butterflies. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys soon. Goodbye.